Well, before starting it, we should understand certain terms. The first term is, what is a loop? A loop is a closed path in a circuit. So, a loop is a closed path in a circuit. Second is, what is a mesh? Mesh is a loop which does not have any other loop inside it. So mesh is a loop which does not have any other loop inside it. Third is node. Point at which two or more components are connected. So node is a point at which two or more than two components are connected. And the fourth is junction. What is a junction? It is a point at which three or more components are connected. Three or more components are connected. So a point at which three or more components are connected is called as a junction. So loop is what? It is a closed path. So suppose if this is a loop, this is a closed path. Inside this there is this is a mesh. Mesh is a loop which has no other mesh inside it. So loop is what? Loop can have a mesh inside, but mesh cannot have any other loop inside it. So it does not have any of the loop inside it. So if only this is there, then it is a mesh. And if loop is there, inside the loop there is something, then it is called as a looper. Circuit inside something. So mesh should be only a mesh and nothing should be there inside that. So there should be no other loop inside it. If this is the case, okay, this is the case and this is the case. So this full circuit is called as the loop, whereas this 1, 2 and 3 are called as mesh, because loop has 3 meshes inside it. So this is the actual meaning of loop and mesh framework. Next is sign conventions. So sign convention, if there is this circuit and here current I is entering, current I is leaving. So the point from which the current enters, the point at which the current will enter is positive and where the current will leave is negative. So this terminal is positive terminal, then that other terminal is the negative terminal. Current leaves negative terminal, current enters positive terminal. So plus IR, and you have this as minus IR. So from negative to positive is plus IR, because from lower you are going to a higher side, and from positive to negative is minus IR. When you go from positive to negative, why is it minus IR? Because there is a drop in voltage. So we say it as voltage drop. From higher potential plus you went to minus. So minus IR and voltage drop, plus IR from negative to positive, and we say that it is voltage rise. So one is voltage drop, other is voltage rise. So positive to negative plus IR. Positive to negative minus IR, and negative to positive is plus IR. Plus IR is voltage rise, minus IR is voltage drop. Next is Kirchhoff voltage law, that is KVL. KVL states that sum of all voltages in a loop moving in a particular direction is 0. So sum of all the voltages in a loop moving in a particular direction is 0, or KVL states that sum of voltage drop and voltage rise in a loop moving in a particular direction is 0. So basically the total voltage in a loop is nothing but 0, which is moving in a particular direction, or the sum of voltage rise and voltage drop in a loop moving in a particular direction is 0. So this is a statement. How to solve the sums on Kirchhoff voltage law? So steps to solve problems on Kirchhoff voltage law. Step number 1, assume direction of current in all components. Assume direction of current in all components. Second, mark plus and minus as per sign convention only in the resistors, and mark plus and minus as per polarity in the voltage source. Step number 3, apply KVL to the loops equal to number of currents either in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. But for simplicity, apply in clockwise direction. Step number 4. Solve simultaneous linear equation to find out the unknown currents. These are the steps. So we will